Hello. Hello, hello. It is 2 o'clock. I've been waiting for this day for quite a while. I'm glad to see that some of you here. I read what you said, Ashley. I'm sorry you're not going to be able to be here. I'm sorry about your housing situation. I hope that gets cleared out soon. I tell you what, it is in the 60s here, but it sure does not feel like the 60s in my bedroom here where I'm trying to work. My feet are cold. I took a real quick bath so I could get warmed up, but it hasn't warmed me up much at all. But I'm excited to be here at 2 o'clock. I'm glad I made it. I was afraid I was going to be a little bit late, but uh, was able to pull it out and get here on time. All right, so Paula, Paula Boney. You know what? I have absolutely loved the comment contest. It it inspired me so much. I was so overwhelmed with all of the responses. Um, and I was really thrilled when there were folks that told me that they were learning to crochet and they were able to use my patterns because, oh, Ashley, you're online. And Kelly Speck, hey, it's good to see you, Kelly. You're in Tennessee, and Paula Boney is from Elgin, South Carolina. My daughter lived in South Carolina for a while. She lived in Cowpens. Um, where that Red Cross is right beside the interstate, that real nice brick building off to the side of a real nice brick home off to the side of that church. She lived in there. And Beverly Theobald is supposed to be in the 70s, but she doesn't think it's going to make it. Oh, maybe it's not. And you're in South Georgia. Oh, well, you should have warmer weather than I do. Oh, my goodness. Well, if you're not making it to the 70s, we might not make it to the 60s either. So anyway, what part of Georgia are you from? South Georgia. You just told me that, South Georgia. So a good friend of mine, Courtney Whitehead from Creations by Courtney, she's a crochet designer and she's here on YouTube. I don't think she goes live on YouTube very often, but she has a pretty big Facebook following. I don't know if you guys follow her or not, but she makes some extremely nice garments, shirts, dresses. She's really a good designer also. Hi, Lee. How are you? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. And let me check. I made a print out of to make sure I covered everything. So let me check. Oh, it says I should show and tell you what I have. I want to show you the basket. You all have seen this basket, right? Well, it's stuffed full of things. All right, so I want to show you real quick. So these are some of the Valentine designs. Some of you all have seen this. I know seen these. I know Lee has. But a chicken sweater, if you all ever knew that a chicken would need a sweater, here's a chicken sweater. This will be one of the featured patterns in the Cozy Stitches event. The Cozy Stitches event is not over with. It will go through all of January. I was going to say July because it was a J month. It will go through all of excuse me, I have asthma. I had a cold like a month ago. And sometimes when I get talking real excited, my voice just gives out on me. Anyway, oh, what was I? Oh, so the Cozy Stitches event will go all the way through the month of January, but only on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm going to take a break on Sundays. It's too hard for me to keep up with everything on Sunday. We have a really active church. I'm really active in the children's ministries. And so I get home kind of late. We feed our kids lunch. And so feeding them lunch after church it's such a wonderful ministry. I love doing that. But then we have to clean up, get home, have just a couple hours, and we have to go back. And because I'm also sing in the choir. My husband sings in the choir. He really likes singing in the choir. I do too, but my asthma gets the best of me at times. Anyway, by the time we get home, sometimes on Sunday nights, it's 9 o'clock and I'm wiped out. So I'm just going to stop posting on Sundays. I know that's a day when everyone's off and they like to do Facebook, and I might post a little bit, but not much. And Kelly, oh, Kelly. Yes. Well, this is Kelly. This is this is a chicken apron or a chicken sweater. We called it a chicken sweater. See, it opens up like this, or chicken saddle. I've never heard them called aprons before. When they molt, Kelly, are you putting the chicken apron on the chickens now? I saw your comment. There it is. Let me see if I can highlight it. Why won't it let me highlight? I must have to buy a membership. They must have changed things. But anyway, it has the heart stitch on the bottom. This will be one of the featured crochet patterns. Then the mug rug, the little mug rug with hearts in it, and the dishcloth. The hearts here have Scrubby Sparkle. They're made with Scrubby Sparkle. And this is like a gray cotton yarn. I don't know why I did everything in gray that year. These are older crochet patterns that I designed. And then, oh, I wanted to show you how teeny tiny the little puppy dog hats are. I need to donate these. I just haven't ever been to the hospital. Look how teeny, look how tiny that little hat is. Isn't it cute? And you can put bows at the ears. I need to get these gathered up. Oh, here's another little one. This is the size I made for my Deacon when he was in the NICU. And then well, no, it was this size when he first was born. It was this size. Then he grew really quick, and then I ended up having to make this size. Now, he was already out of the NICU and into 3 to 6 months by the time I designed these. That's why they're still with me. I tend to pack things away. This is a newborn size. I tend to pack things away and then forget I have them. But then a lot of you have seen the Scrubby Heart. Lee, you probably have this. Oh, okay. So, hi, Monica. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She said the things are adorable. I'm sure she was talking about the hat. Kelly. Oh, thank you. Kelly said the preemie hats are adorable. Thank you. The aprons and the saddles, spring to summer, to protect during breeding. Well, I know. So I have a story to tell you about my chicken sweaters or chicken saddles. A few years ago, a friend of mine in church, she stopped me in the middle of the aisle at church while everyone was going back and forth. You know how that happens in church. She goes, Chris, I need you to crochet me a chicken sweater. I said, what? She goes, I need a sweater for my chicken. I said, I am not making a chicken sweater. And she said, but my chicken Sparkle had molted. And then one of our best friends, she kept her dog for her while she went on vacation. She said, and her dog chased her down and took out all of her feathers. And she's bald and it's cold. And I was like, oh, all right, I'll try to make some chicken sweaters. And I ended up making chicken sweaters. And my pattern testers were so excited about that I said, well, maybe I should write the pattern. And, you know, when I hit fall and in through to probably March, I sell a lot of chicken sweater crochet patterns. So that's why I made this one. So do you make your own chicken aprons? Hi, Tammy. How are you? No, don't be worried about being late. I'm just showing off things. I'm going to do the drawing here in just a minute. I'm trying to be quick, but I had to tell my chicken sweater pattern. But in this basket, I have a lot of yarn and ribbon. Look at these little miniature bows. Aren't they cute? Go on the little hat, go on the ears on the hat. But there's a lot of ribbon and stuff like that. You guys don't need to see all that. But anyway, what I did want to show you was, I told you I packed things away. A few years ago, a friend of mine, her name was Ose. I cannot remember. It was OASC. I can't remember her last name. I had designed the Walk in the Park series. There was a dog sweater, and she said, you need to make a doggy hat. And I made a doggy hat. Look, the ears stick. The ears stick out. And this is supposed to kind of like a sombrero. I never have published this or written the pattern for it, but I don't know. Well, thank you, Ashley. We'll talk about the, but anyway, let me catch up with my comments, but tell me what you think about this. Oh, and this little bow like clips on and off. Anyway, I thought that was really cute. I thought it was funny that I found it in that basket, but there's quite a few crochet patterns that I will be featuring in the Cozy Stitches event. And if you're in the membership, then either of the memberships, if you join either of the memberships, then you get them automatically free. I'm not doing the free thing anymore, but let me catch up on the comments, and then we'll do the drawing for the ebooks. All right, let's see, Monica. do I have a sweater for a small to medium Shih Tzu? I I have one I have one dog sweater that I have designed, and if you're in the crochet group, let me write down your name so that I remember to tag you. I'll post it in the crochet group, and I'll tag you, Beverly Theobald, because I'm pretty sure I've seen you in the group, right? Okay. Lee, I wish you had chickens too. Well, actually, I don't wish chickens on anybody. I grew up raising chickens, and I have stories I could tell about raising chickens. Anyway, oh, and Paula, you love the scrubby heart. Yeah, those are fun. Those are pretty easy. I have a video tutorial on how to do most all of the heart designs that I'll be sharing. Not all of them. And Tammy Shipwash says, sorry, I'm late. Like I said, you're not late. And Ashley said she found an issue on the end of the shells blanket. Okay. She had to use single crochet. That's fine. You let me know what was best, and I'll see if I need to modify it. Then let's see. Beverly thinks the hat would be good for the doggy. I'll have to do that sometime. I also have a chicken hat that I designed that I never have published. It's around here somewhere. Anyway, let's do the drawing. I need to bring up random.org. I don't know if you guys have used it before or not. Let me find it. Okay, I'm going to use, well, I don't know why that is there. Well, I guess random.org doesn't stay on there very long. Let me bring it back up. Random. Okay, this is random.org. I blew it up. So I hope I don't have to bring that back up again. But so I was really excited. The first day, I'm going to draw two for the first day because we had so many that commented for the on January 1st. We had 54 people. And what I have done is I wrote down your name and I put a number beside everybody's name. And I have 2 pages. Now, can I say this? If your number I put on the blog post is different than the number I have on my page, don't worry about it. It'll be okay. I will make good with you guys. I'm not going to be such a stickler on everything. I'm more than happy to give out more ebooks than what I had intended on. And really, it blesses me to be able to share what God's blessed me with. So I feel, being able to write crochet patterns and have interaction with you guys is a blessing to me. So I'm happy to do this. But anyway, so I have 53. Nope. There's 54 people on Monday. So I'm going to put in random.org 1 through 54. 54. I'm going to try to turn it so you can see it generate. Now I've got to figure out how to hit the generate button. All right. And it generated the number 8. Can you all see that? And number 8 is, in case you're not watching, it says Jean. Now, I don't have her last name, but the wonderful thing for me, and I don't use the emails that when you post on a comment, it shows me your email. But I'm not going to take that email and strip it off and use it for anything other than to send you the ebook, Jean. If you are number 8 and your name is Jean, I'll send you an email and you can choose an ebook from my store. I have several in my Ravelry store, but then I also have some on Etsy because Ravelry is a little bit different. They won't let you use one pattern more than once in an ebook. So I had to create some new ebooks over on Etsy. So I'll give you links to the Ravelry ebooks and I'll give you links to the Etsy ebooks. All right. So I need to hit generate again because I said I was going to give away 2. I still have the numbers up there. I'm hitting generate. And it is number, I can't read it because it's backwards. It's number 28. All right, let's see who number 28 is. First, let me mark that Jean is a winner. And number 28 on day 1 is Bobby. Are you watching, Bobby? I see. Oh, I'm so jealous. You're from Florida, Skris. I'm not sure what is your name, Chris. I'm so jealous. You're from Florida. All right. Number 28 is Bobby, and she is a winner. If on the first day I left a comment for you and it was number 28 and your name is Bobby, you have won an ebook. All right. Now let's go on to I'm going to go ahead and give 3 for day 1 because I want to give 2 for day 2. All right. So let me hit the generate button again. All right. I'm hitting generate. Did it take? Can you guys see that? Looks to me like 47. 47 is Amy. No last name. It just says Amy. Amy, you are a winner on day 1. 47, I'll send you an email and give you links so that you can look over my ebook situation. All right. Now, on day 2, I'm giving away 2 patterns. On day 2, we had, this was the preemie hat. We had 40 people. We had 40 people. So I'm going to put in 1 through 40 on random.org. All right, here we go. I'm going to adjust this for O. All right. I'm going to hit generate. This feels so silly. All right. And it is number 9. I couldn't see what that was. Number 9. I need to add the mirroring feature on my computer. Number 9 on day 2 is Amy. I don't know which Amy it was because there were a few Amy's. Amy is a winner. I have a feeling it's the same Amy that won over here. No, that was, nope. That was January 3rd. It's number 9 on January 6th is Dixie Delight. Dixie, are you watching? Are you watching, Dixie? Oh, all right. So I got Amy wrong. I was on the wrong page. So Dixie Delight is a winner, and I think she commented every day. And I love reading your comments. I love it. I can't do that comment contest too many times. That was very time consuming, but I loved reading your comments. All right. One more time for day 2. All right. I hit generate and it says, oh, I don't think it generated. There we go. Number 35. 35. All right. Who is 35 on day 2? And that would be Pat. That would be Pat. Not Pat McKnight, but Pat. I think I'm going to give it to Pat McKnight. I'm going to show you why. And Pat. I don't know if you can see right there where when I was doing the numbering system, I got Pat and Pat McKnight confused, and you can see the arrow back and forth. So I'm not going to fuss about it. They can both get an ebook. All right. So that was 3 for January 2nd. Now, January 3rd, there were, and some of you guys commented every single day, and I appreciate it. There were 37. So I'm going to choose 2. I have to reset this. 37. All right. Let me hit generate. All right. What is that number? Oh, is that 11? But that's 11. All right. 11 is Terry F. Terry F is a winner. One more. I feel silly doing this. I don't. Number 18, right? Yeah, number 18, and that is Peggy. No last name, but her name is Peggy. All right, so she's a winner. Terry F. and Peggy, congratulations. All right, let's move on to January 4th. This is the last day, and I'm giving 3 because, and I got the numbers a little bit confused. I'm giving out 3, and there were 51 people that commented, and I really appreciate it. And it was for the basket, that basket that's sitting back there. I've got just a couple. All right, so let's reset this. 51. That basket is nice. I was so surprised when I was designing that. I was designing it for a blog hop, and I thought I was kind of new. It had been shortly after my mastectomy, and I just needed something to do. And I was still feeling kind of, well, it was a year afterwards, but I was still kind of feeling, and that was just such a nice surprise. All right, I have 51 in here. I'm going to hit generate, and let's see what pops up. Is that 36? 36, and 36 is, I'm giving 3 out, right? 36 is Colleen. Oh, she writes me notes a lot. I have 3 emails, and the email that is associated with my business, I wouldn't have chosen that email, but the internet and everybody, for security's sake, made all of the people that have a business or have a blog to get an official email, and I ended up having to get one. And if you message me on this email that is Krissy at Chrissy'sOverTheMountainCrochet.com, I have to jump through a lot of hoops to get to that email, so I don't see it as often. But if you want to message me at K2Canoe at Gmail, or CurtisMoore5 at Gmail, I get those. I get those really easy. All right, so that was the second winner, number 36. Okay, I have her written down. All right, let me generate it one more time. Colleen. All right, number 45. Number 45, and that is Aisha. Aisha M. So she's a winner. All right, is that the last day? Yep, that was the last day. That was a lot of fun. All right, I really enjoyed that. I'll have something. I'll have a different activity next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday that will be fun. It might be I don't know. I haven't decided yet what it'll be. What kind of activities do you like to do? I used to do. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what I used to do. But anyway, let's talk about the memberships. I've been giving away free crochet patterns for at least 3 years, like one every day or one on the weekend. And it has been nice, but it's been a situation where it's just like I put out the post, I send the email, and I've lost connection with a lot of people, a lot of followers. They're not around anymore. And I get that. And the amount of work that it took for me to constantly post and stay on top of those free patterns every single day, that amount of work really, it tied my hands. I couldn't crochet as much as I wanted to, and I want to sew, and it was hard. It was hard. So I want more connection, and I have two crochet groups, 2 memberships that will be Facebook groups here on Facebook, simply because I know if you guys are like me, Facebook groups are easier. They may move somewhere else in the long run. But the first one is if you just want to go in and get the free crochet pattern, because I will still give the free crochet pattern. but I'll have a list. It will be a list. I'll make the list, and you can go in there once and you can get the whole month's worth of crochet patterns. And a lot of times I give out a lot. This month I'm featuring 16 crochet patterns. So if you join the membership, the basic membership, just for the crochet patterns, then it's $5 a month. Founding member price, and it will raise to $7 a month. And then of course there's other things, but I'll put the links here in the links are actually in the description. Now the second tier is the one I'm looking forward to. It is $7 founding member price, $7 a month. But here's what's going to happen. Anytime I release a new crochet pattern, you will get it free. Always get that free. You will get all of the event crochet patterns. Like this event is Cozy Stitches. You will get all 16 of those crochet patterns. Everyone in both groups, you can download them in Ravelry. And if you don't like Ravelry, then I'll have an option that you can just download them directly to your device. A lot of people like Ravelry because of the library, and I get that. So that will be $7 founding member price. And for the second tier, I'm also wanting to start sewing more, and I want to share with you sewing, but I want the connection with you guys. I want it to be a place where I don't feel like I have to do my hair and put my makeup on and come on and chat with you guys. I want to just get in there. Sometimes I need ideas, and I hope you guys are open to that. Sometimes I need ideas, and I want to rearrange things in my bedroom. I want to rework my yarn. I need ideas from you. Two heads are better than one. And if two heads are better than one, then a group is better than one. And I want to be inspired by you. And I know you like a good community. I want it to be a safe community, a place where there's no politics, no bashing, no, and we don't do that in Krissys over the mountain crochet.com either, but there's 3.6 members in Krissys over the mountain crochet and crafts, and every time I make a post, only 300 people will see that. 300. But if the group is smaller and you make an effort to come in there, and I want it to be a place that you guys come in, then I know you'll see it. And that's what I desire. I desire that. But let me go over my list to make sure I'm not leaving anything out. So the first tier is you get all of the event patterns. You get them free. And it's an easy access in. And it's a peaceful community. So you'll be able to share. You'll be able to talk with one another, share your projects. The advanced group. So there's Krissys. It's Krissys Easy Crochet Pattern Club. Then there's Krissys Advanced Pattern Club, because there'll be sewing patterns also. Well, sewing tutorials. I don't know that I have the ability to write a pattern, but I can tell you how to do it. All right, so you'll get all of the new crochet patterns also. Those will automatically be new. I'm not going to be offering them the new ones for free any longer. And you'll get all the behind the scenes of my crazy crafting life that I don't normally share because sometimes it's messy. And that's it. All right. So do you guys have any questions about the membership? Let me look and see. And everyone's congratulating everybody. That was fun. I did enjoy doing that. Yes, I see a lot of congratulations, and I'm still jealous that you're from Florida. Is SKRISTIQ. I'm assuming your name is Chris, like me. And let's see. And then Sandra Garrett, she's from Amherst County, Virginia. It's chilly and cloudy. She said on day 3, I gave her 39, but you only put in for 37. Oh, well, Sandra, I apologize. I told you I wasn't sure if I would get the number thing. It was easy to get confused. on day 2. Let's see what I did there on day 2. Day 2. I have you almost, because there were 41. All right, on day 2, there were 41. And I said there were 38 because the extra 2 were in blue. So Sandra, most definitely I'll send you a link and you can get an ebook also. Let me put winner beside you, Sandra. But it was good to have you guys on my side of the mountain. Is there anything you want to ask me or you have any questions about? I would love to talk to you about the membership. I'd love to have your ideas. What do you think of those type of memberships? Do you think it should just be one big membership, or that's a lot of crochet patterns you get a month? Sometimes I share up to 20 or 30 crochet patterns, one every day of the month. But like I said, I'm taking Sundays off, so it would only be 24 or 26 if it's a full month. So anyway, if you have any questions, and I see people are joining and still joining, tell me what the weather is like. So I also want to say that I love sewing. I don't know if everyone knows that, but I love sewing. And I started out selling online children's pageant wear on eBay Boutique when my 3 little ones were still young. And I love sewing more than anything. And back then, eBay Boutique had these groups. They'd be called Daisy Lane or Once Upon a Time. And so if you were in a group, you could be in multiple groups. There was one that was called Beautiful Something, or several of them. There were several of them. And we would all go in, and they had a group platform like Facebook does. Well, we would join all of these groups, and then we would have to be juried to be part of these individual groups. And the individual groups would be like 5 or 6 people. And we would come together every month and we would have a launch. Like in the spring, might be baby pageant wear. And they'd have a theme, and we'd have, artwork to put. But each individual person would make a baby pageant outfit, or 2 or 3 people would go together. Someone might make a diaper bag to match the baby outfit of someone else. They'd use the same fabric, and maybe someone would sell the hats. Well, I was in one of those, I think it was Daisy Lane. I was doing a lot of handbags. I was diaper bags, basically. Remember when in the 90s when all the diaper bags were handmade and really nice zippers? I made a lot of John Deere diaper bags. And so I was also doing children's pageant wear, and someone said, we need someone that can crochet. And I was like, well, I can crochet. Well, I was making a hat that would match the outfits. I was making, different types of things, and make a bolero or children's things, really, really frilly, boutiquey. And someone said, we need someone for crochet. And I was like, jumped in, I started making things, and then people started asking for the crochet pattern. And I was like, well, honestly, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that I could write my own crochet pattern and sell it online. I thought if I wanted to be published, I had to submit my design to a magazine, and they would decide whether to publish it or not. And I might get a little bit of money, but I didn't know I could individually do that. And I thought, well, okay, my first one was a crocheted pumpkin hat. And I thought, I'll just throw it up on Etsy, because after a while, eBay raised their prices so high that it was a mass exodus. All of the pageant wear designers and made a mass exodus to Etsy. And I was one of the first ones on Etsy because I was part of the exodus. And so I thought, well, I'll just throw my my pumpkin crochet pattern up on Etsy. We'll see what happens. I sold 3 the first week. And I thought, and I was selling them not for very much. I was like, that's $12.50. I can do this. And that started me down my trail. $12.50. But that was back in the early 2000s, I think. Anyway, But I thought I'd just share that a little bit with you. I know there are some on here who don't know me very well. I know Lee has been here for quite a while, and Ashley pretty much knows everything about me too. But I'm really easy to approach. If you have any questions or if you need to talk to me about anything, just let me know. And it was good to have you on my side of the mountain. I'm going to go live on Facebook and just talk about the membership a little bit and tell everybody who the winners were. And so it was good to have you. I hope you'll come again soon. Bye.